Hello everyone. Today we're going to take a look at the S-125 Neva, the SA-3B Goa. Now, whereas the SA-2 is more of a kind of medium to high altitude, fairly long range system, the SA-3 is designed for very, very short range. It's actually very difficult to use outside of the integrated air defense, but I'll show that to you. Let's go ahead and create kind of our standard little video here. We go ahead and add a radar reflector. Then to the southeast, and add a that is to out. So basically, this is the interface on this particular system. You have a lot of different buttons, a lot of different options. Getting everything started up is simple. You just come down here and you press this here, and then you go over here and click this button here to actually arm modes. Use it for weapons. These 4 buttons, go ahead and turn on each one of the 4 missile launchers. Now, and then the last switch, this little guy here, tells us to use 1 missile instead of 2. This switch right here turns on our antenna. We're going to flip that on, but as usual, we're going to leave our actual off. So in this particular missile system, acquiring a target with the fire control radar is like a full-time job. It's very, very difficult to do, but it can be done, and we're certainly going to make an effort. So taking a look here, it looks like we have a target not too far away from us at about 50 degrees. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and the up and down, by the way, on the radar by clicking here. You can move left and right on the. I'm going to go ahead and drag this radar fairly. Then I'm going to go flip over here. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on our. Oh, we got lucky this time. That never happens. So taking a look real quickly. Actually, that clutter. Clutter. I'm not 100%. But we got really lucky that time because a lot of times when you radar like that, you are not able to actually fire the target. And move ourselves over here. See if we can get a lock in that direction. We'll need to get a lock range for that's kind of, that looks like clutter to me. That doesn't look like an actual target, which is a bit of a shame. How about that? I'm pretty clutter also. Well, that's a shame. Go ahead and rotate our radar just a tiny bit. See if that looks more like a target to me. So the way that this works is this bore sight is actually in to the point that you're holding. Go ahead and flick on the SD real fast. That all looks like clutter to me. So none of this stuff, we can actually do the clutter by grabbing this guy and dragging him around. We can make it stronger, less, all those kind of things. So with the clutter removed, we're going to go ahead and see if we can find that target. So it must be very it off for a second. So better look. And tricky thing about game that makes it kind of fun is you never really know what you're going to get. Oh, that seems like a much more. No, that's just the right shape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the plotting board to help me find it. You know, I could sit here and keep doodling with this, try to lock it up, but it's going to take a while. And my transmitter's been going this whole time. I mean, probably already right. So I'm going to go to the plotting board. I'm going to click on the target that I'm interested in. I'm going to go ahead and tell the radar to automatically slew itself towards that target. There it goes. All right, so now our target should theoretically right. Quick, that works for me. Go ahead and turn our radar back on, and there it is. So I'm going to lock it here. This is the zoomed in one. I'm going to right click right here. I right clicked in both locations, by the way. And now we're ready to fire. We just reach over here and push the push button off. And that's the basic gist. Now, if I wanted to do a 3-point, which 3-point the missile right at the target, you have to click the switch and turn the light on. So the missile is already en route. So you can make adjustments to it in mid-flight, but you can see that was a little involved. Again, because this is so far zoomed, very difficult to see, but it's very easy to hit something. So we've hit the target. I'm going to go ahead and shut off the antenna. So now we're going to go to try find that jamming. Very, very pesky, actually. We're going to want one for that. So how do you find a jamming target? Well, like usual, we can grab. Got to make sure you shut off grabbing targets from the source. Like usual, we're just looking for an area on the radar where things look like spaghetti. Oh! There it is, right there. You can also tell we're getting jammed because go on this, our search radar, you can see that's also spaghetti. So we're going to flip back over here. And there's the jamming. We're going to go ahead and put the, ooh, much. Remember on this guy, this is up and down. This is left and right. How's that for hurting your brain a little? Remember, this is just a zoomed in version of. I'm going to go ahead and lock it there. And I'm going to go ahead and lock it over here. Now, I don't know the ranged target. Going to make things a little difficult. About maybe, yeah, right about that range, actually. So we can try to adjust the range up and down, but I'm going to hope this is correct. If we knew what his altitude was, we could actually, here, in this case, I believe his altitude 800 feet. We actually higher. Right there. Perfect. Theoretically, this missile, even though the radar transmitter is off, should be able to successfully hit the target in lieu of just literally pointing at the center of where all the jamming was. If this were a maneuvering target, this would be extremely difficult. One of the things I do like about the SA-3B is even though it's super short range, the missiles are very fast, and they tend to be very lethal. So anyway, let's go ahead and see what happens. Nope. So that tells me that our missile went right by the target without exploding. So not unusual. So we'll go ahead and try a shorter range shot. Again, without having that information that you could do the geometry to calculate exactly how far away he. But in this particular case, it's not really going to do that much good. We're going to go ahead and take another shot. We're assuming that at a slightly closer range, the missile doesn't arc up quite as high. Let's see what happens this time. Nope, that's going to overshoot. Go back to the plotting board. Try 50. Again, it's kind of like, give him another one. Fortunately, I have plenty of missiles to fire, so I'm not feeling too bad. So this kind of process is going to repeat almost by trial and error until you get that magical range. Or, like I said, you actually, Pythagorean theorem there, to calculate his actual distance away from you based on his plotted height. Oh, we got him! We got him. Okay. So that was difficult, but like I said, it's a quirk. Without this plotting board and the ability to automatically acquire the targets, it's a difficult radar system. But it's not too bad. Let's go ahead and try. Let's see how close. We're going to go ahead and try again. Say bring target next time. You can see how it's a little bit more. So we missed by 66. Our friend who was jamming, we missed him by 48. So that, no, I'm not 100% proud of that or anything like that, but it wasn't terrible either. All right, let's go ahead and get ourselves some missiles. Go ahead and shut off the jamming. And let's go ahead and get ourselves my favorite target, the B. There we are. We'll go ahead and add one of those. Start. Ready, go. Ooh, he's way out of range. There he is. So I'm going to go ahead and shut that off for just a second. He is way, way out of our normal kill range. We can't actually lock onto him 50 kilometers. So there's no reason to have our transmitter off. I'm going to go ahead and click it off. Have it continue to give us updates about his position every 10 seconds for the IADS system. Take a quick look here. Yeah, he's 1,000. Well, if he was jamming me, this would be a heck of a project to try to hit him. Wouldn't be impossible. Like I said, project. Steady. Transmitter back on first. Look. Get out of my. Again, I need to get this location on him, locking here and then locking here in order to actually be shot. Keep in mind, my maximum range is not great. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the transmitter back off. Really, really sloppy on while he's coming towards us. Speed up time for a moment. All right, let's go. Transmitter back on and we are in business. Whoops. There we go. We've now acquired him in range. He is 45 kilometers away. He's this little dashed line, by the way, is our engagement circle. You can see that we're not able to attack him until he gets inside the middle. So I'm going to quickly go ahead and flip off my transmitter. Speed up time a little bit. Can't really do anything. A little bit close. That's good. Flip the transmitter back on. Oh, looks like he's migrated a little bit, but that's okay. Whoop, much. Self in elevation. Go. Down onto him. Range again. Are we in range to fire? Nope, he's still out of range. One of the cool things is you can actually flip this switch here and then turn the attack mode to automatic. And it will fire missiles when it detects that it's already in range of the target you. So that's handy. Like I said, that's sketchy. I don't like to give off control. Normally I'd shut off my transmitter until it gets a lot closer, but this is kind of neat to watch when it actually itself. You'll see that in just a get a bunch of, oh, there it goes. You get a bunch of angry red lights, and the missile will actually launch itself once the target is detected to range, which in case the dashed line is with solid line, you can actually attack the target. So you can already see those two missiles are on the way. The target is 20 kilometers away. I hate leaving the radar on this, but unfortunately, like I said, you have to be a heck of a good crew in order to just want a little. I'm pretty confident we're going to get a hit. Yep, that's the first hit. Need to waste the missile. We'll go and hit him again. And that's that. Transmitter off and mission. So that was interesting. My radar was on for 2 minutes and 12 seconds. And you can see that even though I did 3-point on one channel and 8 on the other, my miss distance. All right, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Again, the SA-3 is not one of my favorites, but it's a pretty cool system because of how fast the interceptor is. Thanks for watching.